Everybody see this stuff about Chadwick Boseman? It's so sad. It's so deep. The fact that he was hiding, that he was dying and putting out movies, this kind of thing, just like really intense. It's not lost on me the way the internet bullied Chadwick Boseman the last 2 years about his appearance, him looking tired, etc., to the point where he began deleting photos while he was fighting for his life. You never truly know what people are going through. Be kind. And then right near the top of his family posting his death was this bullshit from just stupid fucking Gen Z losers. I like the replies, at least. This is a good one. Hey, I know you might be a troll, or you might be serious, but this is a real person's death. You're not funny or edgy, da-da-da-da-da. So, but yeah, people just realize that everyone's going through hidden battles and stuff. And, like, these are the things that he was getting bullied for. Put this out for Jackie Robinson Day, and everyone was like, damn, why you look so sick and stuff. And then he had this picture, and everyone was commenting. Gossiping, because like, he hit it to the end. And unlike Kobe's death, fucking scumbag TMZ did not get to report on his death. His family put out the tweet that he died. And he successfully hid it from everyone and didn't let the fucking tabloid scumbags leak it. Nobody knew. He freaking successfully hid that he was battling it and was going through it alone and was having to delete photos because he was just so insecure with how he was looking at towards the end. It's crazy, man. How sad that he lived with it alone. So I guess there's like 3 photos. That's it. Let's end it with this good photo. Where's the Black Panther photo? Yeah. I never saw the movie, but now I'm going to. I didn't even know he carried the character through 3 Avengers, because I didn't see the Avengers either, but now I'm going to. People can have negative things to say about Kobe, but I don't think there's any dirt on him. He just looks like, man, this fucking sucks. Just got huge success last couple years, last 4 years. Got $12 million now. Gonna do Black Panther 2. And now I'm fucking dying. Barely 40. Man. Nobody should feel like they got bad luck going on. Like, this guy had all the great stuff going on, and it's all just gets ripped from him before he can enjoy it for 20 years, 30 years, for the next 40 years. Fuck. So I have an example of systemic racism. My dad is not happy that Chadwick Boseman got all this attention for dying. He doesn't think he deserves it. He thinks he's only being recognized and acknowledged and given all its attention because of BLM recently. I'm not big on systemic racism and white privilege and thinking minorities or Indians or blacks need reparations and that we need to bow down and make things right and take a back seat for the next 5 decades or whatever. But something really stood out. You know, family members, we usually do like, oh my God, can you believe so-and-so died, kind of a text. And so I did that with the Black Panther Chadwick star, and everyone was like, oh my God, yeah, it's so shocking and everything. But my dad was like, don't get me started. Like, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to show you the text exchange. He didn't want to get into it because then he knows my liberal sister would get really upset and offended. And me, my mom, and my 2 sisters, all of us are sympathetic and think it's a really shocking death and everything. But my dad is like, convinced, because I talked to him in person after, so the texts don't say much, but he's convinced that he's only getting attention, his death is only getting recognized because of all of the recent BLM. And I told him that's ridiculous. It's a $1 billion movie. I didn't see it, but I know that it's a huge box office smash. It put him on the map. He's Jackie Robinson. He's the Supreme Court judge. He's done really big roles, and lots of black kids look up to him for the themes and the messages of the movie. Like, he's really looked up to, and it's been for years. It's not just in the past 3, 6, 9, 12 months because of BLM stuff. And I was like, Dad, you idolize Barry Bonds, black home run hitter in baseball. You idolize Tiger Woods, obviously the best golfer ever. He's kind of Asian too, though. It's like, why do you have a problem with this black star getting some attention? I mean, it's deserving. It's shocking. My dad I know he kind of like doesn't understand why Regis Philbin didn't get as much attention as this Black Panther star got. It's because Regis was like 90 years old. It was expected. Kobe, shocking. And my dad is like, oh, he wasn't even a good person. He was a rapist, this and that. And You could love or hate Kobe. But that was shocking and sad too. But Chadwick is like, he was a really good dude. He never wanted to use his star power to like make connections or get more roles. He wanted to earn everything he got on his own. He went to children's hospitals and to cheer up sick kids. He seemed like a very humble, good spirit. He gets tired of hearing about all these deaths on the news and getting memorials and this and that, like day 3 of Kobe stuff. He's like, I'm so over it already. But yeah, the Chadwick Boseman, he just totally dismisses him because he didn't see the movie and knows nothing about Black Panther. And I was like, Dad, it was a $1 billion box office hit, and that was like 4 years ago or whatever. His death is shocking, and people, like, he had a lot of friends, a lot of loved ones because of how cool of a guy he was. And I'm just, whoa, like, Dad, like, how annoying. Like, you're really pissing me off. It's really disgusting. Like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Like, what the hell? Like, how could you like care that he's getting attention just because he's black or whatever, and you thinking it's BLM related? It's not. And this whole thing now, John Lewis and all these like memorials, and it's just the only thing on TV. It's being smooshed into our face nonstop. You know, and this follows George Floyd, who got 3 or 4 days of memorials, tributes. He got shrines and murals and statues, and John Lewis will too. And before that, it was Kobe Bryant, who got days of tributes and memorials. So it's 3 black men that got wall-to-wall news coverage nonstop. And then this. Some type of compensation for slavery and systemic discrimination are getting traction and like what are you talking about reparations? Like, we just had this thing where we had a black president, and this year we just celebrated like 3 black men with an insane amount of tributes and memorials. And I can't think of the last white person or Asian or Mexican that got tributes, memorials, celebrations, funerals, processions. So 2020, we're seeing lots of black men get weeks of memorials, tributes, funerals, services, murals, statues. 0 whites, 0 Mexicans, 0 Asians, but 3 blacks. So where's the racism, people? Where's the racism? Including a massive criminal, George Floyd. And then there's this commercial where it's Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, it's a freaking robotic chant. It woke me up the other night. I was listening to just MLB TV in the background, trying to watch sports, trying to fall asleep to some sports highlights, baseball highlights, and then this commercial is just replaying over and over again, and it woke me up out of my sleep, and I was like, oh my God, this thing's trying to hypnotize me. It was just creepy, and I hear Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And I'm not seeing it. I'm still got my eyes closed. Tears that will unite us. And I'm just right, like, my eyes closed, facing this way. But it's like they're fucking hypnotizing you. It's so trippy. I want to have this baseball game on in the background.
Enough time to lift a knee. To do what is right. To say something.
To acknowledge the pain of the black community.
You have children.
And I got this
But we need
hypnotizing propaganda going
We
on.
need you most. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. When we need you most. Black lives matter.
Alright. I did not imagine it. So they did that commercial. It's just not okay, man. I just try to, if I don't want sports, CNN. You know, if I want to hear all the political stuff and activism and stuff, then I watch the CNN shows and
He
MSNBCs.
wanted to ride his bike to South Dakota and go to the rally. I say, don't do it, Jack. Stay
MSNBC.
home and
But
think
you know,
about
it's nice
it. It's not.
having a baseball game on in the background. But now when you're hearing these hypnotizing chants, Black Lives Matter. Kanye indicates he's running to hurt Biden. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. No, white lives matter too. All lives matter. God, that is such a piece of shit statement to keep saying. Because it simply sounds like exclusion, no matter how you're gonna try to make it seem like, no, it's because we haven't mattered. Find a new slogan, find something better, and stop freaking terrorizing customers trying to eat dinner at restaurants. Stop destroying the diners and the tables and the cups and the restaurant owners. They got enough troubles as it is with the virus.
We're shutting the party down. Nobody's gonna touch you. We're shutting your party down. Calm down. Calm down.
Whites are getting shot too. Not at the exact equal ratio based on the population, but it's not that big of a difference. 2 or 3 times of a ratio difference is not that big of a deal. You would think it's 50 times greater of a disproportionate ratio of blacks being shot and killed by cops, at the way the freaking protests and the riots and BLMers are all terrorizing people just trying to eat dinner at restaurants. Like, geez, the ratio isn't that big of a deal. Nothing is equal. Cal State University systems just admitted 36% Asians, 35% Hispanics, 21% whites, and 5% blacks. So that's not equal. You guys gonna freak out about that next BLMers? Come on. You know, we all created differently. Different minds, different everything. And just stop freaking trying to fight the cops and live to fight a different day in court and all this and that and on bail. And there would be down to probably 0 unarmed blacks and whites getting killed by cops. Shit.